This is the end of my life now, everybody. How's your hammer, everybody? I'm PTDevil, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. If you don't know anything about this game, I fucking applaud you. Seriously, I've spent months trying to avoid spoilers of this game, ducking out of conversations whenever the topic came up, and even I couldn't avoid everything. You know, emphasis on the word tried, but for those of you who actually legitimately don't know anything about this game, it's like your typical standard everyday Japanese dating simulator until something happens. I don't know what, but I have confirmed something actually does happen. And you can tell something happened just by looking at the tags it's associating with. I'll go back and show you the tags that are on this thing. Psychological horror, visual novel, anime, free-to-play, horror, cute, dating sim, dark, story-rich, romance, single-player, great soundtrack, gore, indie, violent, memes, casual, first-person, sexual content, and adventure. Game of the year, folks. And I've spent enough time blabbering about it. Let's just go ahead and go into this thing. I should mention that this game does come with a significant trigger warning, so that if any of you are suffering from anxiety or depression, and you may not enjoy much of this game, but I don't know how true that is. But if it does live up to the hype, then this thing is going to be the death of me. But I'm gonna try and keep an open mind. You know, this is just a video game, but if something happens, just tell my girlfriend I love her. That's all I ask. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious of any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. It's fair enough. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and can let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Josh. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. By the way, Josh, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Maybe Doki Doki Literature Club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I feel for you, brother. I was talking about how worried you are that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. NEET, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is non-education, employment, or training. So it's basically a deadbeat. You trust me, right? I don't know, I don't trust much of anything in this game, but let's go. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I can promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. Oh god. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
well, you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did because she thought it'd be fun to help start up a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be in lit. Hey, you don't need to be like that. Literature is awesome. I'm not an English major for nothing, dude. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Alright, that's a fair enough argument, I gotta admit. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go!
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Oh, dude, I have been there. That's exactly how my girlfriend got me into the square dancing club. I wasn't at all interested in it, but now look at me. I'm the #1 square dance caller of my generation in all of Northern California. Of course, it probably helps that I'm the only square dance caller of my generation in Northern California, but anyway, that's not important details. Let's just get back into it. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about
I'm sorry, I'm gonna try my best to do voices for these characters, but my voice is not that register, so I can't really do much of anything.
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Josh, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Okay, but by process of eliminations, that means I'm a second year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri. She's the smartest of the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Josh.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, smells great. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely, it feels a little... you too, Monica.
Come sit down, Josh. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll go get them. Sorry, got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still being awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Why do I get the feeling that that's a bad choice? You know, anytime there's a choice that's not my choice to make, I'm gonna always assume that that's the wrong choice. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Aw, the whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Just hurry.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. How did I know to give her that? Kind of. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Just split it in half, take the bottom half on top, and eat it like a sandwich, dude. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances at my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. Wonder if she made it herself. Probably. It's not that hard to make icing. I've done it myself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I'm gonna say, you've heard that everywhere before. Thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each one of us before setting down the teapot next to the cup. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be that much of a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So what makes you consider a literature club?
They're on to me. Abort mission. We're out. Gotta go. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged over here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make this club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity, and how to prepare for events. Much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
That's fair logic, I can see that.
And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Well, then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not that many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when something doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Josh, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. Way to turn the conversation around, Hunter. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Oh, I feel you, sister. I'm 100% the same way.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well,
Natsuki's eye darted over to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say That Out Loud! And give it back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I do it. Yeah, that was the wrong person to ask Monica. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri both look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Josh?
Monica smiles warmly at me once. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind this entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But, I'm sorry, I thought, Josh.
You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision once like this? This is torture, dude. That is, for writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes all light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down.
Sam, hey, you're choking me. Really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Hey, Josh. Since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. One of these things is not like the other. I'm going to pause this for a second and say that I can figure a lot of this stuff out, because anytime in these types of games where you have a group of four girls, they're always going to be the exact same formula. They're always going to have a tsundere, a yandere, a dere, and either a dandere or kudere. The Sun and the Dan are easy to spot because that's Natsuki and Yuri to the T. The other two are a little trickier to figure out because the real yandere, not yandere-chan yandere, is almost impossible to distinguish between the regular dere, but just from what I've seen, I think Sayori is going to be either dere type, and I'm pretty sure you can figure out who's going to be the yandere. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem for tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good will happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh, okay, so my first thought on seeing this is where the branching paths are going to happen. I'm basically going to choose one of these girls to go out with. I'm not seeing Monica over here, which just seems to fuel my theories a bit, but first I gotta decide who is it that I want most. I'm thinking right now Natsuki is the one that I like the least. I think she's cute and all, but I just think I like the other two more. Yuri definitely seems like she's the one who's most like me. We're both quiet, intellectual, well, not very social characters, but I think I'm going to have to go with Sayori, because she's the one who's most like my real life girlfriend. That they're both bubbly, optimistic, and ready to give you a good swift kick in the pants whenever you need it. So, okay, so I'm not seeing any kind of pattern with any of these, so I guess I just gotta pick one. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I gotta pick words that each of these girls likes. Let's see. I don't want to neglect the other two either, so I'm gonna try and do a balance, but with a slight edge to Sayori. Let's see here. Romance. Okay, that's 2 for Sayori. Determination. There's Yuri. Doki Doki, I gotta go with that one. Analysis. Extraordinary. Party. 4, 2, and 1, so I gotta get pure. Okay, 5, 2, and 2. Destiny. Charms. That was trying. Shiny. Okay, 6, 3, and 3. I see you're back, Missy. Okay. Climax. Dazzle. Puppy. Passion. Kitty, because there's a kitty right there.
Starscape, Lollipop, and one more. I'm gonna go for Yuri. Uncontrollable. Yes! Okay, so hopefully that I'm gonna aim for the middle of the road, but kind of go for Sayori mostly.
Hi again, Josh. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Josh. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here just hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth. Certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck somewhere between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Josh always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
That's true. That's true in real life, too. As long as I'm having fun, I'll always give it 110%.
He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Josh can become good friends, too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori.
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Sayori made it sound
like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess it means up to me to rescue this situation, meaning that I'm fucked. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture is from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
God damn it, Missy. Alright. Now explain to everyone what it is that you don't want me to play this game right now. Sorry about that, guys. Where was I?
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite not me reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something in literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. Could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and then listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. Problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? You just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? If we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing that seems to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Harry's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes!
Well, that was quick.
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Well, don't rope her in until you've asked her, because that's a lot of cupcakes for one person to make.
You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Yes. I'm glad I picked Sayori.
Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about it. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. Jesus! I open my eyes, find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does your school have a napping club? In which case I'd like to check it out.
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. Glanced over my shoulder, see if Monica overheard. It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori is written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to wipe off the stains with my finger.
But nobody ever even noticed that.
Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really give a crap about that.
Hey, you meanie.
You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it.
It's okay, though. I'm happy when we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. Button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Well, way to be blunt about it, Sayori. Don't say that out loud.
Anyway,
you look much better now, so... Why does this feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew! That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So I keep it unbuttoned and I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? It's the same one you just put forward, you idiot. Why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. That's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Maybe you should come.
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
It's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone. Eh?
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Josh, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is written on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. You see, I already pet you quite a bit. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, so it's time to start sharing my poems, which means it's time for me to leave this episode here. So far so nothing, but I kind of knew it was going to be like this, because if it was totally horrible and horrifying right from the start, then I would have known about this a lot sooner. But anyway, let me know what you think about the series. If you like it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't like it, be sure to mention me tomorrow to your therapist. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, don't get run over. I'll see you guys later.